Okay. Okay. So can you tell me the golden rules of accounting?
Yeah. Golden rules are three. So personal account, real account, and nominal account. The personal account which is deals with the liabilities, and the real account which is deals with the assets, and nominal account which is deals with the incomes and gains as well as losses and expenses. And personal account which are the three types: natural personal account, artificial personal account, representative personal account, and the real account which are two types: tangible fixed assets and real account, and intangible real account. And now personal real account which is the permanent account, and real account which is the permanent account, and nominal account which is the temporary account which we can close within the financial year. And as per the personal account, debit by receiver, credit by giver. And as per the real account, what comes in the debit, what goes out credit. As per the nominal account, expenses losses will be the debit, and incomes and gains will be the credit.
Okay, so just a small feedback on this. Try to keep your answer short and precise. I only asked for the golden rules of accounting, right? So you should have only answered the last pair which you answered instead of talking about all the other things and types of personal days of life. Okay?
Noted, sir.
Okay. Okay. So now let's move on and talk about a few of the technical questions. So can you tell me what is invoice processing?
Invoice processing, which means processing the invoices after doing two-way matching or three-way matching to release the payment, is called invoice processing.
Okay, and what is two-way matching and three-way matching?
Two-way matching, which means the process of verifying the invoice with purchase order, is called
Mm-hmm.
two-way matching. And two-way matching is done for the services. And two-way matching is important to ensure there is no price mismatch, is called two-way matching.
Okay, and can you tell me what is three-way matching then?
Yeah. Three-way matching, which means the process of verifying invoice with purchase order and GRN, is called
Mm-hmm.
three-way matching. And three-way matching is done for the goods receipt. And three-way matching is important to ensure that there is no price mismatch and there is no quantity mismatch, is called three-way matching.
Okay, so can I do three-way matching without invoice?
No, we can't do without invoice three-way matching.
Okay, so what will you do if you find any discrepancy while doing the three-way matching?
If we will face any discrepancies while processing invoices, so we will
Mm-hmm.
get back to the vendor about the situation, whatever we are facing at that time, and we will
Okay,
till resolve the issue. We can hold that invoice, so we won't process that invoice.
okay. What is an invoice?
Invoice is a document which is prepared by seller to the purchaser at the time of the sales, and invoice is a commercial document which contains product description and services rendered to the customer, so that the total amount has to pay by the customer is called invoice.
Can you tell me five key details which we will find on an invoice?
Yeah, okay.
Mm-hmm.
uh, Invoice, we can see that there will be the supplier details, and there will be the purchaser details and seller details, and there will be the uh, invoice date, invoice number, due date, and we can see their product term description, total amount, and the GST amount, and authorized signature, and we can see there if the PO details, PO number, PO date.
Mm-hmm.
These are the details we can find there.
Okay. And how many types of invoice are there?
There are two types of invoices and
Okay.
non-PO based invoices.
Okay. Your voice was breaking. Can you come again?
We have two types of invoices: PO based invoice and non-PO based invoice.
Mm-hmm. And what is PO based invoice?
PO based invoice, which means the invoice which is issued against the PO, is called PO based invoice.
Mm-hmm.
And non-PO based invoice, which means the invoice which is issued without PO, is called non-PO based invoice.
Okay. So can you give me example of any non-PO invoice?
So you can say example like electricity bill and utility bills, water bill, gas bills. These are the non-PO invoices.
Okay. So can you walk me through the step-by-step process of invoice processing?
Only invoice process, or is the
Only invoice
P2P?
processing. No, no, only invoice processing process from start to end.
Okay. invoice processing and payments will comes under the accounts payable. So once the PO is issued, so we will receive the invoice along with the goods, and after receiving the invoice, we can do the two-way matching or through-way matching. So to find those any discrepancies, and after that we will do the payment. I mean, payment team will do the payments. This is invoice processing.
Can you tell me various ways by which we can make the payment?
We can do the payments. You are asking about the payment methods.
Payment methods, yes.
We can do the online through checks and as well as ACH payments.
Okay, what is ACH payments?
No idea, sir.
Okay. Can you tell me the
I didn't
challenges of
actually I
sorry?
didn't. And sorry for the interrupting. I didn't work on the payments, so just have done the invoice processing.
Okay, no issue. Okay, so can you tell me what are the main challenges we will face in an invoice processing process?
So commonly we will face the challenges like poor scanning and matching errors, manual follow-up, as well as mismatchment of the price and
Mm-hmm.
GR and mismatch, uh, uh,
Mm-hmm.
and fraud and theft, unauthorized purchases. These are the challenges we commonly face in the invoice processing.
Okay, let's suppose you are doing three-way matching or two-way matching, and you identify that there is a difference between the information we have on the invoice versus we have
Okay.
the information on. So what you are going to do and in that situation?
So you're asking about the mismatch and I mean difference between invoice and PO, right, sir?
No, I'm asking like when you are comparing PO with the invoice, there are some mismatch. So how you are going to handle that situation? What will you do?
So if the mismatches any other PO invoice, first of all we need to inform to the vendor about the situation, and if the any amount is, I mean, if the any differences amount which is less than the threshold limit, we can process and do the processing invoices. And if the difference amount is more than the threshold limit, we can get back to the vendor and we can tell to the our procurement team.
Okay.
That's
And what is a threshold limit?
so in my previous organization, the threshold amount is so 5% of the invoice amount or 50 INR, whichever is less.
Okay, so can you walk me through the P2P cycle?
First of all, we need to take the confirmation regarding goods or services from the management.
Mhm.
After taking the confirmation, we will prepare the purchase requisition. I mean, purchaser prepare the purchase requisition, and after
Mhm.
that, purchaser will send the purchase requisition to the various of suppliers. So suppliers, based on the purchase requisition, they will issue the quotation to the purchasers. So purchaser
Mhm.
will say and they will finalize the vendor or supplier, and they will issue the purchase order to the suppliers. After that, supplier they will send the goods to the purchaser. After receiving the goods, purchaser will receive the goods and they will check goods whether it is correct or not, and they will do the invoice processing by performing two-way matching or three-way matching. Once the all the documents are correct, they will make the payment to the suppliers.
Can you tell me what are the importance of vendor relationship management?
Sorry,
Can you tell me importance of vendor relationship management?
vendor relationship management is it is the very important in the procurement and payment team. So at the time of we will pay the payment to the vendor, so it will be the healthy conversation between the purchaser and seller. There is no legal actions and we no need to pay any additional charges for that. So relationship wise also it will be the very good, and company will get the very good reputation from the outside.
Do you know what is accounts payable aging report?
Accounts payable reports, which means nothing but it is a outstanding of the invoices which not paid within the terms. So all the outstanding invoices will be there, and we can use to we will do the uh, uh, we'll do the scrutiny on the invoices, and we need to talk with vendors to clear that invoices. It's called
And
aging report. And there will be
sorry,
the, yeah, in the aging report we can see like 0 to 30, 30 days, 30 to 60 days, 60 to 90 days. These are
mhm,
the uh, days while we are, so we can while the report we can say that.
okay. And how do you prioritize which we need to pay?
So we can prioritize based on the tons. So as per the tons we can pay the within the 30 days, or we can pay the 30 to 40 days, 50 days. So first of all, important which are mandatory, that invoices we will process. So we can emergency invoices we can clear that, and difficulties and vendors we can pay those vendors, and we can do process that invoices.
How do you ensure the accuracy of an invoice?
So while processing the invoices, we needed to review the properly and correct manners. Uh, the Yes. So we can ensure that there is no price mismatch and there is no quantity mismatch while processing invoices. So we can we can do like that.
Okay, what are the accounts, sir?
Accounts payable, which means the amount which is payable to the vendor, and for the purpose of purchasing the goods on credit basis and to render the services on credit basis is called accounts payable. And accounts payable is liable to the business.
Where you will show the accounts payable in the balance sheet.
Yeah, will show in the liability side under the current liabilities.
Okay. What is GRN or goods receipt note?
GRN, which means goods receipt note, and which is issued by the store department, and to take the confirmation the goods which are received or not is called GRN.